Hey everybody, this is Wade. I wanted to talk about Spotify today. So I would assume everybody kind of knows what Spotify is. As a independent artist that's just kind of getting into the music business, there's a few things that I've noticed that I'd kind of like to share. Now, for Spotify, if you are a consumer, so if you're just somebody that's listening to music, I think it's a great service. You pay a yearly fee or monthly fee, and you can stream pretty much anything that you want. No complaints there. Now, as an artist, it's a little bit different. So, um, Spotify, you think they're a multi billion dollar company. They'll pay you, which you do make money, but it's a ridiculously low amount. They'll pay you in between, I think, 0.001 and 0.003, if I'm correct. And if I'm not, it's not that far off, cents per stream. So you think, okay, and in my current situation, I released a song called Shallow Holes. And so far in the past 20 days or so, I think it's been streamed around 1,500 times, which accounts for, I think, about $2. So you put in a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of money into recording your art and putting it out there, and you make absolutely nothing for it. So, any of the huge bands out there, you'll see that each month they'll get streamed 50 million times, and you think that's a crazy amount, and it is a lot of listening, but that doesn't translate to a whole lot of money. Like they may make 70 grand a year, which 70 grand is obviously a lot of money, but compared to how many times somebody's actually listening to that music, it's pennies, less than pennies. It's 0.0002 of a penny. Now, like a lot of other independent artists, I use a company called DistroKid to be the distributor for my music. They're great. You pay a yearly service fee to them, and they will upload everything to YouTube, Spotify, iTunes. You can sell your merch on there. I think it's a great company and great tool. But once it goes to Spotify, and I'm singling out Spotify because I think they're the largest ones. Once it goes to Spotify, you think, okay, great, everybody, it's a good song, everybody's going to love it. I'm going to stream it thousands and thousands of times, which isn't the case for the most part. You can get lucky, but there's algorithms that will push your song right to the bottom because they're looking at it saying nobody cares about this music, so we're not going to promote it. Now, to get it promoted, generally you have to go on to curated playlists. So that will be, say, if it's Johnny's Delta Blues mix or something like that, that people will follow and people will subscribe to. To get it onto one of those, you can't just reach out to Johnny and say, hey, buddy, can you put one of my songs on there? Generally, you have to use a third party, and there's plenty of them that you pay a huge fee to, with hopes that playlist curator will listen to it and add it to their playlist, being your song. That's not always the case. A lot of times that song doesn't even get to the curator, or they have so much that they just skim through it and say, yeah, nah, I don't think so, without actually giving it a shot. Or they'll listen to it and they'll say, yeah, you know what, this isn't going to work for my playlist, and you don't get anything back for that. So if you pay these companies, and I've been quoted an awful lot, and what they call it is a campaign that they're going to push your song and act as a promoter, I guess, kind of, for a week, a month, a day. And I've seen quotes of thousands of dollars just for them to work as your promoter, which you're not guaranteed anything. I want to share that with people. To me, it's a bit of a scam. So you can't just talk to the curators themselves. You got to go through this third party, and there's no guarantee for anything. The only guarantee is that they're going to make their money. So it's deflating when you being the artist, work so hard and make a great song and wanted to share it with everybody, and it's cost you a lot of money in studio time and whatever other expenses, and you literally make $1 if it's streamed a couple thousand times, which these third-party companies will make thousands and thousands of dollars, and they'll claim that, oh, they're the ones doing all the promoting and doing all the legwork, sending emails, but there's no guarantee of anything, nor do you have an interaction with them. You have an email maybe at best that says, yeah, we're going to look to do this. So what I'll do is, I would like to take any money for this year that I make from Spotify. I'll be releasing a series of songs. Anything that I make, and so far I've made around $2. Go Wade. Anything that I make this year on any of my music from Spotify, at the end of one whole year, so coming up on next mid-February, I'll donate that to a charity. Hopefully something local that revolves around the arts of some sort. But I'll donate absolutely every single cent that I make off this music through Spotify. Hopefully some of my music takes off and it'll actually be a good chunk. So I think I need to stream something like 250,000 times to make $500 or something like that. So that would be the goal, is hopefully to get around that so I could give a little bit back to somebody. But anyways, I just wanted to kind of share a little bit with you guys, and I'll continue to share some with you. I know that there's people that are working hard to try to broker, if you want, to get music out there, but a lot of people that I've seen, it's just a scam, and you're kind of stuck in it if you want to promote your music. Also, another thing that is very much out there is payolas, that you pay a business and they say real streams, but it's just some sort of algorithm that's just saying, populating and saying, oh yeah, somebody's listened to this 100,000 times, and you pay them money for that, which isn't fair. But I understand why artists would do that, because you got to get ahead somehow. Right now, just kind of dipping my toes into this, I see that the artists, we're the ones losing. And any of the big artists, they have a lot of money that they could afford to put on good tours. Anybody that's independent, that's at the level like me, maybe like you, we don't have the money for that. And we know that since COVID, we haven't had the same sort of revenue stream for playing live shows. People just aren't necessarily coming out to the mid to low shows. So yeah, that's it, guys. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.